Here, let's just do this by ourselves.
What are we doing?
This is Heather, and I'm going to show her how this helicopter works, how any helicopter works.
All right.
Okay, and you can take turns holding the camera sometimes if you have to. Okay, all right, have a seat.
Okay.
Okay, let me get this. This is my headband for when I film with this little camera right here. See, so okay, so you've got that stick that's sticking up there. It's called a cyclic, and if you move it sideways, you can see that the top blades are changing.
Yep.
Okay, well that thing controls the disc, the way the disc is tilted. So when the blades are spinning, it's just like a plate, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
tipping you this way or tipping
yes,
this
exactly,
way?
right.
Like
Now, now you've got foot pedals down here too, and when you push on them, if you look back and see the tail rotor, okay, push them back and forth, and you can see the tail rotor changing. All it does is changes pitch. So as you add power, the helicopter is naturally going to want to spin around the other direction.
Okay.
So that's what you use to stop it from doing that.
Oh, okay.
So that controls your yaw mode. Okay.
All right.
Now down here, with your left hand, reach down and lift up that lever.
This one?
Yes. Just pull it up, and look at the main rotor blades. As you push it up and down, push it up and down.
Oh, yeah.
So as you lift up, you're taking a bigger bite of air.
Yeah, because wasn't this just
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Now that's going to drag down. That'll drag down the engine.
Okay.
So you've got, you notice on that grip there, you've got a motorcycle handle twist grip. No, on the
right here.
collective
Yep.
control.
Oh.
So as you rotate that controls the engine RPM.
I hope you recheck all this before you
Okay.
take off.
Now notice these two little gauges right here. See, it's got a needle on either side. The left-hand one is for your rotor speed, and the right one is for your engine RPM. You have to keep those needles in that green arc all the time, and it's a chore.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know, as you do anything, it's going to change a little bit. You know, and then you've got temperature gauges, and you've got your airspeed control, your airspeed indicator. But I can't see it unless I lean my head way over. But I don't care how fast I'm going anyway. So.
How fast does it go?
I'm not sure. At least 75.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, it's got a lot of power for the weight.
Of course, that depends on wind and stuff, right? But you probably don't
Well,
take this out when it's windy.
Well, yeah, I fly when it's windy.
Oh.
So if you're flying into a headwind, you have to subtract that wind from your airspeed to get your ground speed. And of course, if you have a tailwind, then you're just going that much faster.
So this is
So now you have to correlate all three of those.
Yeah, that's.
You know, you've got both feet and both hands
And this.
working
So what is back and forth
all the
for
time.
this do then?
Well, it's moving something in the swash plate in the thing that tilts it forward and backwards.
Okay, different than this though.
Yeah,
Obviously.
right. So now a helicopter is actually a gyroscope. And you know that if you push on a gyroscope when it's spinning, it's not going to go the direction you're pushing it in. It's going to go off 90 degrees towards that, which is one of the most confusing things they ever had to figure out about how to make a helicopter actually fly and go where you wanted it to. You know, so the controls are offset 90 degrees.
Crazy.
It is. It's really a strange thing.
So where do you have to have it to get up?
Well,
What do you do to get up?
Well, you start it up,
Okay.
and you warm it up, and then when it's warm, you know, you increase your throttle until you get up into the right RPM range, and your rotor speed comes up. And once your rotor speed and your RPM are in the green arcs, then you just pull up on that handle there.
And then you just go right up, huh?
Yeah. Of course,
You
you're gonna
go
as you do that, you're gonna have to use a lot of left pedal.
Okay.
You know, because it's going to want to torque around with you the other direction. So, yeah,
cool.
your body has to learn how to fly these things.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you can talk about it all day long, but until your body learns how to do it, you know, you don't do it. But once you get it, it's like riding a bicycle, and you never forget it.
So how is that done since it's a one-seater?
Oh, well, you're learning something. You're learning something else.
Oh, same thing, kind of, just different.
Yeah, but it flies like every other helicopter in the world.
So other helicopters have pedals like this?
Oh, yeah, they all have foot pedals.
Okay. Very cool.
We're making our movie.
Here's your money. What do you want me to do with it?
Me? I'll take it.
Okay, that's about it. I'll
right.
take a look at the helicopter. This is the engine. There's a muffler, 2 carburetors.
I'm
Has
ready.
dual ignition, so there's 2 sets of spark plugs. One for 2 for each cylinder, and it's a reduced drive because the engine is turning about 6,000 RPM, and the main rotor blades are turning about 500. So it goes through 2 gear reductions, which are done by belts. This is an ultralight helicopter, so it has a maximum of only 5 gallons of fuel allowed. And it weighs 254 pounds, which is the max limit for an ultralight aircraft. But with an ultralight, you don't have to have a license to fly it.
Oh, wow.
There's no
So I
prescribed.
can take it off right now, and
You could take it off right now.
I wouldn't recommend it, Jerry.
No, I wouldn't either.
That could be deadly.
And Taz always greets me after every
Yes.
flight. He's always glad
I'm
to
so
see
glad my daddy's alive.
He thinks I'm a god from the machine when I come back
Yeah.
down. Yeah.